What's up, guys?
Hey!
Welcome to our Behind the Song video series. We're Prince Ivan. If you're just catching up, we've already done some of these videos, so you want to go check those out. But today, we're going to talk about track number 5 from our album, The Preface. They say you get what you give, and today we're going to give you Get to You. So, let's hit it!
It ain't hard to tell you invited. We keep this party on like a light switch. Never seen nobody fly as I get. I do just what I like. Yeah, I'm just on that vibe.
So Get to You was actually our first single, and it was the first song that we recorded for the album. It wasn't really the easiest thing to do. So we're going to explore why it was hard and the things that we learned by recording, producing, and just going through the process of making Get to You. Let's do it.
So, as we've mentioned in previous videos, we were getting prepared for a writing camp with Carlos Beatty. We'd been working in the morning one day, and we came back together in the afternoon, and we started playing with some chords, and that was the genesis of the Get to You track. The original working title was Too Hot. Too hot.
Hey, flames!
We picked out these chords. We knew we wanted kind of this vibe, and then I had to go for the night, had some youth night or something like that. Aaron said, I'll take the track home and I'll work it out and bring it back tomorrow. And Aaron brought back some flaming straight fire.
It was too hot. It was too hot.
Yeah. It was so hot. Some flaming straight fire.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Essentially what we had off the get-go was these. And it took us a lot of time to figure out the right chord voicings.
Yeah.
For these chords, but it definitely is vibey. So fast forward to our writing camp with Los. We brought a lot of tracks to the table, and this was one of the ones that he really liked. And we started exploring ideas, but for one reason or another, it just wasn't feeling right. So we decided to table it and move on to something else. But we knew that this one was special. We knew that it could be something that was, I don't know, just like the ultimate love ballad or something, you know?
Yeah.
So this track, Too Hot, was not done yet.
And that's one thing to learn from the songwriting process. And Los was totally cool with it because we had other tracks. He's a professional. He knew that, it wasn't going to work on every single track. And that was really educational for us because sometimes when you're in a co-writing situation, it's just not going exactly where you want it to go as an artist. And at that point, you say, no worries, let's just move on to something else. We'll pull it back and we'll use it somewhere else. And that is where the Dreamingtons enter.
Hey.
Bro, the Dreamingtons. The Dreamingtons is a very famous writing team, production team out of Venice Beach, California. I kind of came up with the name, and currently I'm the only one who ever calls the group the Dreamingtons. It's okay. It's not catching yet, but that's all right. It's me, Aaron, Garen, and our cousin Austin. We thought, hey man, Aaron had the idea, let's go out to California. Let's fly Garen in. We had such a good time at the writing camp with Los. Let's take that same format and go out to LA and write with Garen and Austin. And we called it the Dreamington Sessions. We blocked out 6 or 7 days and just wrote. We wrote some amazing songs with Garen and Austin in those sessions, and this was the first one that we hit the very first day when we came in because we knew there was something to it. Play the track the way it was. So it feels very similar. Chorus.
So even from the demo, it felt like, wow, this could be something. So we decided to just dive right in and work on this one as the first song. I'm really glad that we did because it ended up just being the spark that ignited that whole week of writing. So there were a couple things that were going on. In that particular song, you me and Garen, we just started diving in on like melodies and lyrics, and then Austin just went in on the track.
Yeah, like mad science.
Right.
It was back to us, just like going in, like even with headphones on, like yeah.
It was really cool, but the energy was just so electric. So Garen was actually amazing on this song. From what I remember, he came up with the chorus melody, the pre-chorus melody.
Baby, you got it. Or whatever.
Look
It's in the morning.
Yeah.
It's in the morning.
Yeah. Within the subtitles, morning voice.
Morning voice.
It's when you haven't spoken much. So I think pretty much the first time Garen brought up that melody, he actually sang those lyrics. Baby, you got it. Look what you started. I gotta be honest. I'd do anything. And then he got that face where he got where he gets a good idea and he's like, just to get to you.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was
yeah. And Austin's like, yeah, that's good.
Austin was adding the bounce to the track. He brought it into a more, just trapped out the hats and the kick pattern, the whole rhythm of it, just pocketed it in ways that were like, whoa, okay, we can hear that on the radio today. It's just a great energy to the whole thing. The conceptualizing and the writing process and into the production was just a really fun and fluid process. It all happened a lot simultaneously.
Yeah. So those writing sessions were in October of 2018. Fast forward to November 2018. We're back here at home in Branson, getting busy with doing live shows, Christmas season here. And Brian and I are questioning whether or not we're still friends.
Stress was high, money was low, and we were just wondering if we wanted to do this anymore.
It was an interesting contrast from being out in LA and having this super high of like, wow, these are amazing songs, and then come back and kind of hit reality and like, we still don't have any money.
We got no money. Our pets' heads are falling off.
In the midst of all that, we tracked the vocals for this song. There was all that going on, and then us just still trying to find ourselves, because at this point we had the songs, but we still didn't have like the secret sauce.
Plus, we were dealing with some pretty heavy setbacks that made us question if this was the right path for us. It was a pretty difficult time emotionally, so going into the booth and to continue recording and pushing through that, it wasn't easy.
So after that, it needed to go to mixing. That one was mixed by Brandon Mashburn here in Branson, and he did a great job. But what was interesting about the process of the mastering was that this was our first song.
Yeah.
We were still kind of developing our chain of our production flow. We obviously wrote it, then we produced it with Austin. We had a great mixing engineer, but now it had to go to the mastering.
Mastering, if you don't know, I mean, it can really make or break a song. We tried all of the online services that you could try. We went out to a service out in back east who does everybody, like Taylor Swift, Shawn Mendes, Bruno Mars, and we spent a lot of money to do that. We did one in Atlanta also, who's done major stuff, Migos and so forth, so on. Tried our own mastering, but ultimately we found one that was great, and we'll recommend them. They're amazing. The Sound Lab through Disc Makers. We couldn't believe it. We worked with Joe and Doug out there, have developed a great relationship with them, and they just knocked it out of the park. Theirs was the one that we liked the most. It felt the best, and so we decided to use them on all of the rest of the songs. And so Get To You was the template that we established for writing, production, mixing, and mastering, and we kind of developed our assembly line there and then began using that on all the other songs.
So now that the process of the song getting finished was underway, we wanted to make sure that we marketed it well. So we decided to record a music video, and we'd had great experience with our photographer, Carson Knudsen. We were talking with them, hey bro, what do you think about doing a music video?
He's like, no cap, I'm down.
Pretty much. But I think at that time it still wasn't necessarily like right in his bag.
That was his first.
I think that was his first music video.
Yeah.
I mean, low key, he did a great job.
Yeah.
What we love about Carson is that he's not afraid to try new things. And that was exactly what we wanted. We felt like we needed a new visual voice, and he definitely helped to bring definitely a more modern vibe. What was amazing about that experience was that it was so low stress. In all the years that we've been doing this, not just Prince Ivan, but just being in entertainment, it makes a huge difference to work with people that are easy to work with.
Yeah.
You can have somebody who's great at what they're doing, but they can also be a jerk. But if you have somebody who maybe isn't necessarily as good yet, they can always learn more if they're willing. But if they're easy to work with, then, I mean, honestly, that's like a gold mine. I would just say that about, you know, if you're looking to get into entertainment or into any kind of business, you know, if you're looking for people to work with, definitely find people who are hungry, passionate about their craft, and they just want to do good. You know, they want to be excellent.
So yeah, man, I mean, it was a great process all the way from writing and conception to production, mixing, mastering, and then the release of it. Get to You was a song that really, and is a song that we love, that helped define us as the new Prince Ivan, and we're super proud of it. So we learned a lot from it, a ton. The biggest takeaway that we'd want to share with you guys, though, is that even when things are hard and you can't quite see the future, when there's doubt and lack of clarity about where you're going, and you might not even be feeling it, keep on working anyway. Keep on pressing through. It's worth it. We recorded this at a time when it wasn't convenient and it wasn't clear where we were going, but we did it anyway, and we're so glad we did. So, keep on grinding, keep on doing your thing out there. We hope you've enjoyed this video. That's video number 4, track 5 from the Preface album, Get to You. Go check it out on Spotify. Follow us on Spotify. Subscribe right here on YouTube. We're on Instagram, Facebook, all the socials. And make sure you go to princeivan.com. Sign up for our email exclusive secret journey to the Preface videos there. We'd love to have you guys check all that out. We'll be back with another video soon for Behind the Song. Until then, we're Prince Ivan. You're great. Peace. Hey! Man, I like that video.
Baby, can't you see?